Hey guys, it is so bright in my house right now. Look at this amazing natural light coming through. It's crazy. We'll wait to get started. And look at how much natural light. I'm like glowing. It's so bright. How's everybody doing? Okay, we're back to our live schedule. For our new followers, we like to try to do this 3 times a week. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we like to do a live showing you our recipes. I think it makes it so you know that you can do it. And that's why we honestly love to show you these lives. Thankful for another day. I agree. I'm thankful for another day too. I'm thankful for a fresh day, you know, like a new start to the day. Okay, so we are showing you the fresh tomato bruschetta. It is so bright. The fresh tomato bruschetta with basil. Now, I made baguettes that I already had showed you. Ooh, hey from Canada. This recipe actually says to do it with Italian bread, but I wanted to show you that you can do either one. And the reason I love our French baguettes is because it takes no time. If none of you have tried the French baguettes, it is unbelievable what you can make in 30 minutes from start to finish. And it's like you have literally, it's like you're in France and you just made it, or even better. It's unbelievable. So I made those this morning. And I've already made some bruschetta, but I'm gonna show you. So I made some baguettes this morning. And like I said, from start to finish, this is 30 minutes. I am going to be serving this for dinner tonight with my leftovers from last night. But this is honestly an unbelievable lunch. Like if I were going to be having girls over today and having a really fun lunch, or you know, whatever, have a mom over, sisters over, anything, it's a really yummy, delicious lunch. And in the variations, it tells you many different ways that you can do it. You can either, I'll show you the way that I did it, but if you can see this picture, in the variations, it will tell you how to make it this way when you just put a whole tomato on it. Or what's really good, the way that we also like it, is you lay an asparagus on top of it if you want to make it a little more. But let me just tell you the history on it a little bit. The fun thing is my mom has been able to travel all over Europe many times. My dad was an airline pilot, and so she's been really fortunate. I was fortunate that I've actually been able to go a few times too, but she's gone so many times. And the fun thing about it is, especially on her second cookbook, she went to Europe so many times to recreate true, authentic Italian recipes, like our Tuscany pizza dough, that, and a lot of different others. But my mom would come back and would crave that leftover taste that she had had. So she would go to Italy, she would have this amazing bruschetta, and then she would come home, and she's amazing at recreating it. She can totally taste it and recreate. So this is her version, but it tastes just as good like you are there. That's what's unbelievable. And the fun thing about this is actually in France, they make this with, or Italy, whatever, right, Mom? They make this with their leftover French baguettes. So they like to eat the French baguettes the day of because it doesn't have a preservative, like we were explaining when my mom was just here last time. And a preservative is no oil, and it's no, oh my gosh, butter, right? Or egg, Mom. I all of a sudden just had a brain cramp. So this doesn't have a preservative. So this is best to be eaten the day of. That's along with our artisan bread, the naan bread that we just showed the other day. It's best to have it the day of. But the great thing about this is that you can then use this for French toast the next day, the baguettes. Oh yeah, butter. Oh, I had a, thanks Mom. I had a little brain. You have to have the baguette pan, or can you just use a baking sheet? No, you can do it on a baking sheet. The baguette pan is just going to make it more the authentic look. So you don't have to have it. The taste is going to be the exact same. But what's so great about it is it makes the true baguette, like on your cookie sheet, it's gonna spread and it's gonna get a little bit bigger. So what's fun about a baguette pan too, I get this question a lot. I wish there was one that we absolutely thought was our absolute favorite. You can get these anywhere, and I don't feel like there's much of a difference. If you live in Utah, there's Orson Gigi, Sur La Table, the Kitchen Outlet store. The reason I always say Utah is that is where I'm from and all of our family is, so we know most of those stores. But Sur La Table, Williams-Sonoma, they should all have these. I guess some of you have gone to Target, Walmart. What are a couple of the other places that they don't have these? So just try to find a store near you. If you have an outlet that is close to you, a kitchen outlet store, they're going to have this. Because even here in Denver, they have it. And there's a perforated one and there's a not. So we have both and love both. Anyway, so let me show you the bruschetta. This is the bruschetta now done. Look how yummy this is. So the way that you make this, and like I said, you can do this on our Italian bread, our French baguette. Yes, and Amazon has them too. Thank you. Yes, and Amazon has them. I think Bed Bath & Beyond, somebody has told me, has them. They are accessible to get, and they're inexpensive. You can get one for $10, $15. They go higher, but they're very inexpensive. Okay, so with the French baguettes, we've sliced them. I've already made some to show you. So you're just gonna make it, you know, don't cut too thin, don't cut too thick, whatever to your liking. So I'll show you. Let's show it. Any other questions? Oh, TJ Maxx in Centerville has them. Yeah. So just look around where you have it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do this. Well, let me tell you this part actually really fast. So with this, I like to do this first before I cut the bread and start doing all of that. This is 2 to 3 tomatoes that I have diced up with olive oil and fresh basil. That's it that you would put in a bowl and you set aside, okay? So you set that aside. Then I will show you the next thing that you do. Totally random comment. Been making your Tuscan style pizza dough for pizza nights, and now we can't go back to doing delivered pizza. We become pizza snobs. We are getting that a lot. I wish I could almost repost everybody's comments and just amazing testimonies on all of this. That makes me so happy. I know you can't go back. That is a true, like I was saying, that is a true, authentic recipe that my mom got that is unbelievable if you haven't made our pizza doughs. Now, another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, I've showed the French baguettes before, but I think I want to do another live and really talk to the ones that are so afraid of bread, because there is nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to be afraid of with bread. Your number one fear that I get almost on the daily is that you're afraid of your yeast. I feel like if you really just listen to our tiny little tips with the yeast, your bread is always gonna turn out. And the minute that you start doing it, I feel like that's what's so great about lives is we're a lot of visual learners. I'm a visual learner. And I feel like once you see it, once you learn it, once you try it, you're gonna not be afraid of it. Did you see those lives that my mom went to that cute girl Rachel, and there was another cute girl that was so afraid of bread and doing all of it? And it was almost like right away she then knew what she was doing with my mom standing right there. And my mom was like, have you ever done this before? And she's like, no, it's been failing for me. So I feel like it's not scary. It's just it's just something you've never done, right? So once you try it, learn how to do it, you're not gonna believe it. And our bread recipes are for everybody. That's the beauty. There are harder bread recipes. There are harder pizza doughs. There are harder, but I feel like that's what's so great about my mom's is that anybody can do it and you become a rock star in the kitchen. That's why I'm doing this social media, because I want you to do it. I have never been able to make bread until I started using your recipes. Now I can't stop. I love making all your breads. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, that makes me so happy. See, you guys? Okay, it's unbelievable what you can do. So get a cookie sheet, and then what you're gonna do with the French baguettes is you're actually just, I've already used this side, is you're going to just toast. Watch it under the broil. I would turn it to low instead of high, and you're gonna watch it. You're just gonna lightly toast on each side of your bread. Then once the bread comes out, this is something, let me put some in, and then we'll watch it, and I'll answer your question. Do you have a sourdough recipe? We do not in one of our cookbooks, but I think my mom probably does have one. They just aren't in our books. And so we will, she could probably share one with you. We just don't have one in our cookbooks, no. Favorite cookie sheets. My absolute favorite really are from Orsingigi in Utah. So I know that that's hard. I just love theirs. The key to our favorite cookie sheet, and I don't even really know the reason, maybe my mom could remember, is the light cookie sheet. That's just, I don't know, there's something about it. What's about it again, Mom? It's the light cookie sheet that it's our favorite. I can't even think of why exactly, but those are the best cookie sheets. Those are our favorite. But if you don't live in Utah, I know that can probably be a little bit harder. Okay, so we're gonna toast on each side of our bread in, oh, you can? Yeah, they probably do. They're our favorite, so get them. I was at Orsingigi yesterday. The cookie sheets are on sale. Woo, yeah. Go grab them. They really are our favorite. I don't know where they get them or what they do, but I love them. But I think the lighter cookie sheet is just the best. I can't remember why. Mom, do you want to say? Okay, so you're gonna lightly toast it, really watching on each side. You're just gonna flip it over. Then once you take it out, this is something my mom did find out. Oh no, and I forgot to bring out my little grill. Do you remember, light in color, and you can get them anywhere perfect. It's called a quarter baking sheet. Yes, I just don't remember. Costco sells them. Oh, sometimes sells them. Okay, great. Okay, my mom reminded me, she's gonna be like, I can't believe you didn't get it. But she gave each one of us a little tabletop grill. If any of you remember, I showed our picnic that's in book number 2. This is what is so fun. This is a different way of showing the bruschetta. This was such a fun dinner. My kids are actually still talking about it. I'm trying to remember what day it is, but there's a tabletop it's on Tuesday. There's a tabletop picnic grill that you can do, that you make this bruschetta, this Italian picnic at home. Do you remember me showing you this? If anybody hasn't done this, this is the funnest dinner you're ever going to do. I did it on this. My mom actually gave each one of her kids a tabletop grill that is like this. And so you can do this on anything. This bruschetta can be done on your grill. It can be done on a tabletop grill. It can be done in your oven. That's what's so great about it. But this Italian picnic, if you have not done this, it is super, super fun. But what is so amazing that she learned about is actually when your bread is hot, you rub the garlic. So you take a whole clove of garlic and you rub this on your hot bread, which I'm gonna show you when it comes out. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so this is a really fun, I need to do this again. This shows you how to do it with salami and your fresh Parmesan and honey and olives. This is a really fun dinner if you've never done this. But tonight I'm just doing the bruschetta. And like I said, this is a very fun lunch. Like if you can serve this with a salad, you can serve this with, like I said, I'm having this with my leftovers tonight, but you can make a meal of it in itself. We love to put the asparagus on top. Is the artisan bread dough supposed to pull away from the bowl? Mine was very wet. No, that is a sticky dough. So just try to add enough for you to kind of get it out of the bowl. You know how you're supposed to transport it into a different bowl? That is a stickier dough. That is the stickier dough. So it's not gonna come away like the other ones like we tell you, which is probably confusing because most of the time that is the rule. Okay, let me take this out. So we've toasted it on one side. Where's my tongs at? Oh, here we go. So then you're just gonna flip it over and toast it on the other side. I think you get it, but let me show you. So when you take the hot bread out, there's too much right here. You're gonna take the hot bread out. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna rub the hot bread with this garlic. It's amazing. It gives you this taste of garlic, but not too much. So you rub it on the hot bread. Then what you're gonna do is just kind of brush on the olive oil. It's important to have a good olive oil, you guys. Very, very important. When I keep telling you that, it's because you're going to make these recipes, and yes, they're going to taste yummy and delicious, but when you have quality olive oil, cheeses, tomatoes, all those things, I know I keep saying that, but it really is important. This is kind of funny. I probably shouldn't even be sharing this, but my mom came last week, and I had the Smith's, the Kroger sour cream. She about died. She was like, this is not yummy. You have got to have quality stuff. She's probably gonna be mad I'm gonna say that, but listen, the quality, she goes, you have to have Daisy sour cream. So it's funny how you really do. So I went and I bought it, and I've now had a couple of things, like I made the baked potatoes and I had the Daisy sour cream. It's crazy what the flavors do on nicer, better, does that make sense? Find them on sale. Is your degree in food science, or is it just experience that makes you so awesome? I definitely do not have food science. No, I have learned all that I've learned from my mom. That is the truth. And so I know that there's going to be times where people are like, you are not a culinary, you don't say the correct terms and all that kind of stuff. I've totally learned from my mom and experience. I have been cooking with her for so long. I loved it. That was something I loved, and I still love doing it. And I only have one daughter, and I love that she's doing it with me. She already does it. I think she almost makes better cookies than me now, and I'm not even kidding. Okay, so you top this with the tomatoes in that, and then you're gonna put a little bit of cheese on top, like this, and then you're gonna put it back under the broiler. I don't wanna keep going away from the oven. I don't want to keep going away from the camera. So does that make sense? Does everybody get how to do that? It's super delicious. So it's so simple. And the variations tell you different things, but if you have day-old leftover baguettes, make this. Make this with that. Even if you don't, I just made this bread this morning. It doesn't have to be old, but it is a great thing to do when you have old bread. So your end product looks like this. Do you love how I eat in front of you? And sometimes my mouth is open. I apologize for that. I want you to love it. Okay, I never even thought of that. I didn't know olive oil was supposed to come in a dark bottle. Yes. The best is in a dark glass. You never want to buy olive oil in a plastic bottle. It can take on the flavor. The best is glass and it's dark. Yes. Favorite olive oil. My mom changes a lot. I swear she buys every olive oil on the planet. Isn't your favorite Greek right now, Mom? This one, I've tried two different. I like to buy mine from Trader Joe's. She goes everywhere and will pick up a new olive oil, or she'll get online and find a specific one. But right now, I tried two different ones at Trader Joe's, but this is our favorite right now if you're accessible to a Trader Joe's. It's the California Estate olive oil, which is so funny because she's all about like the different countries. But this one has been delicious. Like, I love it. And there was one other one from Trader Joe's. I can't think of it now. I don't have it. So just try to find a dark bottle, glass, and Mom, what are your two favorite kinds again? Right now, I think Yeah, Greek and Portugal and Sicily. Those are her 3 favorite right now. I don't have those, but they are great. Where did you get them, Mom? But Trader Joe's. Okay, so any other questions? This is so simple and good. Any questions? Anybody have questions about the bread? I know I get a lot of people asking about the bread on the daily, or do we just want to be done for the day? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you understand how to make the bruschetta? Super good. And like I said, I love to lay an asparagus on top of it, but this is a really fun lunch, especially having your friends together. Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, love the California one too. Yeah, also Whole Foods. How much do you spend a week on your groceries for your family? You have 6 people, right? So yeah, it's me and my husband. I have 3 kids that are eating and 1 that's 8 months old. So yes, is that 6 people? Well, that's like, yeah, 6. So, no, well it technically is 6, but the baby doesn't eat. I, on average, this is the truth, spend $150 a week on my groceries for my meal plan. And I might have to buy a little more extras. Sometimes that's honestly way less. Sometimes I have spent $90 to $100. It all depends, but when I just go for my 2-week meal plan, the beauty of my mom's recipes, I got distracted. The beauty of my mom's recipes, it's ingredients that you have in the house. So once you start cooking, like in the cookbook, okay, I'm all over the place, but in the cookbook there is, she gives you a well-stocked kitchen. So if you have never been cooking before, this is the thing you need to look at. A well-stocked kitchen. It tells you all the baking stuff, all the seasoning, all the condiments, the staples, canned goods, dairy, and fresh goods. So once you start baking and have all of this in your house, that's where you don't spend too much. Because you go to a recipe like I've shown before, and you're like, okay, I have this, this, and this. Most of the time, I need like 2 to 3 things at the most for the entire recipe. So that's why they're family friendly, inexpensive, and you just don't spend that much. You're going to save more money. My mom always says, if you're spending $500 on groceries, you're gonna be spending $3. If you spend $2, you're gonna be spending less. It is the honest truth. Like, you are going to be dying because you're going to save no money. No matter what you do right now, even if you don't want to use all of these recipes, if you want to intermix with your other favorites, if you do the 2-week meal plan, do it the way we say, you're going to save money. I go off on too much questions, sorry. I go for too long. Where do you buy your Parmesan cheese? I love to buy the fresh block that's from Costco. This I have had for 3 weeks. I've used it for a million different recipes, and it's so fresh and it's so inexpensive, and it's the best. Pizza question, do you do topping first and then cheese, or cheese and then the topping? Which one is better? I do, well, it depends on which recipe you're doing. If you're making the arugula, the cheese goes on first. But if you're doing a normal like pepperoni and that kind of a topping, I do that first too. What am I talking about? I do it first. I do it first. The key to pizza and toppings is you're not gonna put too much. That is the key. That is not, because the way the Italians do it, they don't put that much topping. Us Americans, we put way too much. So especially if you wanna do the thin crust on your pizza stone, you've gotta disperse the ingredients evenly and don't add too much. But I guess I do the cheese first. I do the cheese first. I think I always do. Can you do a live on bread loaves? Mine comes out very dense. If yours is coming out too dense, you're adding way too much flour. That is the problem right there. But yes, we did a live a while ago, but we can do another one. But yeah, if your bread loaf is too dense, it's too much flour. You're adding way too much. Only do it with the rule coming away from the bowl, then take it out on the counter and knead it a couple of times. But I will show that. How do you store your cheese? I keep them in just a Ziploc baggie. I just keep them in a Ziploc baggie and keep them in my fridge. Sorry, this timer is going off. But you can freeze your cheeses. If you buy a certain kind of cheese, like that, like for the fondue, I had extra cheese. You can freeze your cheeses, which is unbelievable. You don't ever want to waste an expensive cheese. So that's great too. Okay, well, I've been going for 25 minutes. I don't want to take too much time. What did Mom say? Costco or Trader Joe's for fresh Parmesan? Oh yeah, of course, Trader Joe's, 100%. I love this massive block that I get, but yeah, Trader Joe's, the cheeses. I don't know how all their cheeses are such a good deal. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyways, I love you guys. Give me more feedback on what you want to do. We want to know about the lives. Do you love them? Do you think there's too many? I seriously want to know. I don't know if you think that 3 lives is too many. I don't want to take your time, but I want you to learn. And I don't know what I'm going to be showing on Thursday yet. I don't even know. But tomorrow, my mom is going to show on Wednesday, and she is going to show you how to make that tuna. It's that fresh tuna. I can't think of the name in the new cookbook. She's going to show you how to make that tomorrow. So that's going to be really fun. We are just going to be mixing. You're going to see both of us. Anyways, I want to live. Oh, you guys are so nice. I want to live on freezing food. Did you see that girl freezing food? There really is not much to freezing food. The best way to honestly do it is get those disposable tins. Those are the best. And you just freeze it. You just freeze it and put plastic wrap. Make sure to bring all of your freezers out. Your meals out. Let them go to room temperature before. You guys are so nice. Okay, you really do. You really love it. The more, the better. Okay. Not too many for me, but if it's too many for you, that's okay. No, it's really not. I just don't want it to be too many. We're so new to this world. Like, I know that our blog is not totally up to date. I know that we shouldn't be apologizing. I know that we have an amazing message, and I know that these are legit amazing recipes that I'm giving you, but I just want your feedback because I know people say it, but I genuinely mean it, and so does my mom. We're here for you. We only want to do what you guys want. So thank you. You guys are great. Okay, if you love it, okay. What is the name of the hot chocolate frother? DM me. I will give you the direct link to buy it on Amazon. It's amazing. Lives are really hateful. Made pizza for the first time, and it was wonderful. I am so glad. I'm going to be doing a live on Friday about pizza. So everybody that has never watched it and wants more help, please come and watch it on Friday. For those of you that have already watched it, maybe don't watch it, but come watch our live on pizza. Success every time I make one of your recipes. They're bulletproof. They're bulletproof. I tell ya. Where do I find your links? Okay, we just switched to a new website. I thought the links were posted. If they're not, then just ask me right now, but I will ask my husband. He's the one running our website. We're so new to this, you guys. This is what's so great about this new Instagram. Anyways, okay, we're done. I love you all. Hope that you try this. Do you recommend freezing meals before cooking or already cooked? Does it depend on the recipe? I think it definitely depends on the recipe. Some are cooked, some are not, but most of the time you can do uncooked. But like soups, you're gonna be cooking. So, it depends on the recipe. It depends on the recipe. We can talk more about that. Where did you buy your tabletop grill? She actually ordered, didn't you get it from Mama Ro? Mom, it's a website. It's an Italian website that she knows the owners of it. So ours are real, but you could probably find them. You could probably find it somewhere, but it's so fun. I wish I had it out here to show you again. It's so fun. But these are delicious, and we will talk to you soon. Yes, it was Mama Ro. Yay, I was right. We love you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, keep cooking. Your family is worth it, and I hope you have a wonderful What is today? Yesterday threw me off. What are the name of the cookie sheets? The name of the cookie sheets. It doesn't say. Mine just say Gigi. Oh, you can go to gigi.com. It was isn't it the half baking sheet, Mom, that you said? It doesn't have a name. I think it's just the ones that they have and sell. Have a wonderful day. DM me, I'll find it for you. Costco sells tabletop induction tops. They're awesome. Wow, look, see? You guys know more than us sometimes. We don't even know where to get everything. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later.